Oh, that was fucking gross. I'm sorry, guys.
Groovy, baby.
Oh my.
Huh? We're over here tapping in with KWJT, Puget Sound from space. I'm over here with Corey. You're tapping in with Tavares and sliding with Solana.
You couldn't help yourself to add your voice to it.
Man, it's always an ad lib. I'm an artist first sometimes. So, anyways, that's besides the point. Everybody behind that motherfucking camera, I hope you're ready for this episode because we got some exciting things to talk about. Without further ado, I would like to introduce you to Royce The Choice. Everybody, give him a round of applause. Welcome him to the motherfucking platform.
Come on.
I just want to thank everybody before we get started. So sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Sausage.
Hey, we're here. It's April. It's another motherfucking month of the Groovy Tapes. We want to thank everybody for supporting, for clicking, just tapping in with us because that's all it takes. We're here to bring you the latest and greatest. I'm here with my brother Corey. We got Solana. We got the fam in the back. All right.
How you doing today?
I'm solid, bro. Like, y'all got me up early. I mean, not early, but
Artist early.
Yeah.
I know that.
For sure. Yeah, it was a long night. But no, I'm solid, bro. Like I said, I'm glad to be here. Shit.
Welcome. So I want to get into the trailer you just dropped for Aesthetics.
Okay.
What was it like shooting that recently? Just having like a mini commercial and showcasing the city.
Man, amazing. You know, like groundbreaking for me because like these are ideas that I always really had, just not really the resource or I guess the knowledge to pull those resources together. So, you know, it was one of those moments where not everybody that I wanted to be a part of it was, but the ones that were, it was very authentic moment, you know.
Yeah. It looked really special.
Pulling up and shit.
Yeah, that was like, it was really town shit. So it was really dope to see. Oh man, that was amazing.
Like multiple cameramen, you know, Louis shot it, but you know, I had P. Smith there. I had King Lior there with the drone. So like I said, I was in bliss. It was a good creative day.
It looked like it. It looked
I'm
like
glad
fun.
everybody receiving it well and shit.
I
Am I loud?
No, you get money.
Okay.
yeah.
No, perfect.
We're at a good level. I just want to ask you about your influences and like what drives you to be the artist that you are and where that comes from. Because I think it's beautiful to see just someone of your stature being able to express yourself freely in the way I haven't been able to see before, speaking from someone from the community. So if you would like to touch on that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I would honestly attest it to my family first. Just lived a very colorful life, bro. A very vulnerable life, you know. And what music's been able to do is kind of curate it and put it in a proper perspective. You know what I'm saying? But like, my life always been like this.
Yeah.
These colors, this jewelry. It's always. I mean, it's always. As far as inspiration goes, I was trying to actually explain this to I did an interview a little earlier for Como.
Oh, nice.
But
Come on.
I was trying to explain the same thing. Like you know. I mean, everybody wants the obvious. What artists or other people in the field that you know I'm recognized in.
Yeah.
And I could go all day, you know, as far as that. Like I pick up from pretty much anybody that does something good. I want to know,
Yeah.
like how they did it, what is it about it that make people like it. So I'm a student in that aspect. So you know, obviously there's some more than others, like I said, and you know, to be completely honest, those might change tomorrow, you know, like just a little more research and I might be liking something else. But if I had to like consistently my influence, I got some fucking characters in my family, bro. Like I'm telling you, dad, mom, all the way on down or up, however you want to go. Some real colorful personalities, and you know.
How would you? When did you get started in music? So, just being in that like family realm, but like when did you pick up and start developing that music love?
I would like to say, like for real, around middle school. You know, my brother to the left of me and shit, like we used to always freestyle, have like that's how we ranked, but just you had to make it rhyme. You know? So I became infatuated with that and just being the master of the circle when it comes to that. But honestly, I didn't pick it up as like something that I see myself doing until adult life, like 19, 20.
Oh, nice. So that was like a good like almost 10-year gap where you was just figuring out things and just going through stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, you know, I've done any artist that I feel like had something special, I tried to contribute to in whatever way, even before, you know, thinking, what if I did this for myself? You know what I'm saying? And you know, like I don't regret anything as far as the pathways and what I was able to learn. But yeah, I didn't see myself doing it till like around 20, 21. And even then it took some convincing.
Nice.
Yeah.
What middle school did you go to?
Okay, I know this is a test to see if I'm from Seattle, but this is how I'm gonna know if you guys is from Seattle. It's the blackest school in Seattle, Washington.
AAA?
Yep.
Yeah.
I was about to say Zion.
No, I look like I got whoopings at lunch.
Man, shout out AAA, bro.
Shout out Zion too.
Though those were institutions that we truly needed in our in the neighborhoods. Like,
Yeah, no, for sure.
I almost went to AAA. I ended up going to South Shore.
Almost was a legend.
yeah, because there's no more classes. There's like
Yeah,
there's no more kids that went to AAA, experienced that experience.
Yeah.
A whole building, you know.
I was really sad when they there was two buildings that I was sad that they closed down, and it was AAA and UGM. Like I can't believe that. You know, those two buildings saved so many kids.
So I was watching old interviews and doing my research, and I think it's an old, I don't know the source, but in an old interview, you said you used to manage artists. What was it like during that time of when you were helping other artists push their craft?
I never said I was good. I mean, you know, I really don't know how to explain it. It was one of those things where, like I said, I've been heavy into if I see something in you, even that you don't see, you know, finding responsibility in it and furthering it. And I've just done that with everybody that I've come in contact with. But as far as management, it just taught me, I guess, how to put myself second in something. You know, like obviously we all gonna have our intentions on like where we see ourselves at in this, but the job is really literally the most selfless job you could have in the music industry. I feel like.
I'm going to give that a round of applause.
Give that motherfucker 3 rounds of applause. 'Cause that's truly inspiring. Like I really look growing up as a youth in South Seattle, or just in Seattle in general, we look for those things. We look for that, like, because there was a disconnect, I feel like, growing up, just with the generations of men and women in Seattle, you know, where all of us were young. We're put in these low income communities from East Seattle all the way down to South Seattle, literally the lowest income neighborhoods in this greater city metropolitan. So the fact that we have people that build foundations here and truly push the line to separate ourselves, and, you know, because the streets are going to be the streets, and that's how it's going to be. But we have people that are pushing different lines and trying to inspire the youth, because, like, we have dealt with generations of trauma, and the fact that you were on your come up, and you were building yourself as an artist, but you were still, you know, looking out for your people. I truly think that's beautiful, and I hope people at home really realize, like, we have people like you out here in the community.
Man, thank you. No, I don't know. I mean, you know, I don't see it as noble. I humbly appreciate that, you know, but it's like, it should be the norm. It's sad that is such a gem, you know, because that should be the norm. Look at where it took me. You know what I mean? Further than anybody I've helped. So,
very true.
You know, you got to learn to lead with it, man. You know, but all acts, just belief, just overall, you know, like putting something, you know, before yourself. You know, it's just a certain type of belief that I think, you know, comes with the management job.
When you took that,
go ahead.
go ahead. Absolutely. Talking about believing in yourself, when you first decided to move to LA, what was that time of your life like, when you fully jumped into, like, I don't know your history as well, so I wouldn't say it was like the first big step you did, but it is a huge step for especially someone from Seattle moving to, like, the bigger ecosystem that is LA.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Shout out LA. Like, you know, I spend majority of my adult life there. So, you know, if you guys caught on to me here a little late, that's probably why. But Los Angeles was a major move for me. My mother is raised out there, so, you know, like, I already had a deep connection.
Oh, that's nice.
With the city, where I already had a community that already knew me, stories about me, shit, just never really, you know,
got to
reach out
see
and
you.
touch me. So from the family aspect, it was strong early. I felt like I had foundation. So, you know, it allowed me to take a little more risk than I feel like, well, a more calculated risk, as opposed to just being outside thirsty, trying to latch on to anything. You know, Hollywood is full of that.
Yeah.
And not just from people all over. The best of people from all over is there trying to make it. So there's a humility in that. And yeah, I attested to you know, helping me grow up a certain kind of way, for sure.
That's amazing. I'm giving a big round of applause to LA and helping them. Will you hand me a lighter, sir?
Yes, sir.
I sat down without one. Royce, do you smoke?
Yes, sir.
Oh, right. We're going to get some weed.
Man,
You know?
you already know what we're smoking on, home Groovy Gang. We're smoking on that Tranquil Forest. Yes, sir. You know, shout out the team. What we got on the lineup? You said that Motor Breath?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, gassy. That's what we do in the Pacific Northwest.
You turned into, like, instant advertisement. It's so funny how, like, interviews
But
of ours
that's
goes.
pure love. I'll say that on the street. I'll say that on the bus.
Facts.
You know? What you smoking on, Siva? That Tranquil. Man.
Wait, you say your name Siva?
Yes, sir.
Damn, I hate doing shit like this in the middle of interviews because it ain't.
But this is family.
But
This
yeah,
is, you know.
I'm really from this city.
Treat this as your home.
I know Aaron Siva.
Oh, swear. Oh, that's my first cousin.
Yeah, I believe it.
He went to beach.
Yeah.
Yep. Play softball, baseball.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yep. I knew
Everything.
Him I knew him from younger though.
Mm-hmm.
Even younger than that.
That's crazy. We probably crossed paths because we all used to live at on the same block,
Yep.
Bennett Street.
Is that right off? Is that off Graham?
Like MLK.
MLK.
Yep. Like 2 blocks down from
Yep.
Graham.
Yep.
That is crazy. What in the world? That is a true testament to Seattle. we are one, everyone. We are one.
For real. And shout out Aaron Seaver for
Come
no
on.
reason. It's my dog.
Come on. I wanted to ask you, how important is your team? How important has your team been to your journey thus far?
Very, very, very detrimental to it. You know, it's very rare for me anyway, coming from LA, to see loyalty be at the forefront of, you know, like any union. Like usually the motive is easy. It's money, it's destination. We all got a common goal. My bad, bro.
Oh no, you good, bro.
We all got a common goal. You know, just something that tethers it and makes it a unit. And I could honestly say, without any of those things, I would still be around the same people that I'm around doing this.
Yeah.
And that's a major blessing, bro.
Not a lot of people can say that. That's a lot of late nights and honest conversations of where we're going and where we're taking that, and that's very important.
Figuring it out, you know, and knowing that you're not alone in that process. You know, and I've been around my guys my whole life. You know.
Same here. We just gonna let
Never lost a friend.
Not a lot of people can say that, especially coming from the city. It tends to be like I wouldn't say I haven't experienced this
They
personally.
can say that,
but
they
it
can't mean it.
yeah, like I've known him for a decade. It's very rare. People think it's kind of weird that I've known him for so long. When I was like, oh, you guys still hang out since middle school? I'm like, yeah, like once you find someone that you can connect with and that believes in you and will spend those late nights being frustrated with you, you earn that trust. You take that person with you everywhere. And
I mean, there's not a limit on friends, right? There's
Facts.
9 billion people out here. You know what I'm saying? But it's very special to connect with somebody where you want to actually talk to them or like repeat days with them.
very,
You know,
very true.
I'm one of those people. Like, I know there's 9 billion people out here.
Exactly. And I fuck with you. So, that's
you know,
special.
So, and it's the same thing, but overall, I don't think there's that many people that's patient enough to want to build genuine relationships with people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, usually it starts out either us liking the same thing or us not liking the same things, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, the foundation has to be a little bit more stronger than just interest to me as a comrade.
I would agree. I definitely would agree with that.
But yeah, I can honestly say I work with my friends.
That's very rare.
But they're not my work friends.
There's a difference. There's a key difference.
Yeah.
Do you have or let me frame it like this. Sorry about that. I always want to know people's thoughts about how the youth can improve in ways where we can change the narrative out here. Do you have any feeling?
What's the question? You saying how the youth themselves can improve?
More speaking on how they can elevate and where we can take the artistry to the next level.
That's a good question, but I think it's getting answered every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, my local era in Washington was at the beginning of the 2010s.
Yeah.
You know, just where I was like on the ground with it, every show, and like there was a couple of guys like 84 Fly, Nacho Picasso, Jay Pender. They really had their shit together. I mean, obviously Macklemore catapulted to the level that he took it, but as far as just, you know, guys that I felt like was on my level, but it was just us at the time, you know, like it was a brand new thing, trying to create how I say it, like trying to create a culture of that here and get people like going to local shows and being excited about that shit and shit. Like that shit wasn't even here for real.
Yeah.
Facts.
So I'm saying that to say I see it a lot more regular now. And to be quite honest, even, you know, trajecting past where we was at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think to answer your question, I know I made it longer. I do think
That's
that
fine.
it is improving in a lot of ways. And I think the responsibility now is the niggas that's already been here for so long to embrace that and support that, make sure that it supersedes whatever the next, you know, whatever the last thing was.
Beginning that you started your career in those early 2010 days, can you explain that? What was that like for you? Because I think I was like 12, like 10 or 11 during those times, and I don't really have family.
Outside.
Yeah, I wasn't outside, and I don't really have family, like older cousins that are from here, because I'm originally from New York. So I don't know like what it was like being outside. So could you share a little bit of light what that time was like?
I mean, it was just hard. Like it was really like, you know, like I'm pretty tied into other markets and just hearing what was going on and how easy it was to catapult. You know, I thought I had the formula down, but as far as the city goes, it's like there's a lot of delayed responses here.
Yes.
You know, where it's like, damn, you care just right now, you know. And I don't blame it on anybody. You know, like I said, it's up to people like me that done flew the flag everywhere I done been and, you know, just touched a lot to bring, you know, provide that energy and implement that energy in the city.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, it was hard. It was not, you know, we was just poor trying to
figure it out,
trying to win, you know.
I think it was the first music wave that like allowed the youth to be as good as it is now. You guys set the tone.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people who emulate, you know, the people who did it before us.
Oh no, for sure.
Like the ones throwing the shows. Those like ethereal things where you heard like, oh, did you go to this function where they played the most dopest set? Because the music scene, why it's thriving now, like being an artist too, is like, and I haven't even been doing it. I've always been involved my whole life, but I finally felt confident enough to, you know, do it. So even speaking on people who's been doing it and pushing that line to be an artist is why shit is popping off the way it is.
Yeah, I mean, we just didn't have the internet. Like niggas, like we didn't know it, you know, to be the tool that it is today.
Yeah,
where it's like even a fucking caveman could do it, you know.
True.
It just wasn't that, you know, we wasn't that elevated with it yet.
I definitely should just be the
At least I wasn't at you know, at that point. But a lot of creative motherfuckers, man, like the niggas that I named, you know, very creative and just how they got out, you know, was trying to get out of here.
Yeah.
Visual aspects. Shout out Av too, Avatar.
Definitely shout out Av.
Like these are, to me, like early on. These are that had their shit together, and it just, you know, it looked a certain way, like it was ready to be pushed out of the city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When I was doing my YouTube due diligence, I was watching a D2 film, a Factor Up.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you, did you still have that painting Ari sold you in the music video, or whatever came of it?
You know, Ari didn't let me leave. Give me my money back. But he left me with he left me with that jacket that I got on that camouflage. He made that shit.
I didn't even know that. Damn, that's amazing.
My favorite jackets too.
Do you still have it to this day?
Yeah.
Oh,
Anything somebody made me, I got it
that's special.
for the most part.
I wanted to talk about your relationship with Teak Punch. Am I saying it right?
Oh yeah, shout out Teak Punch. Oh, you got your first little
T-Punch is
That's
fire.
my nigga.
I see you wearing the brand a lot. Is it like a childhood friend that you clicked up with?
Not even, but you know how the city is.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like yeah.
Yeah.
Like she, you know, once we clicked, it was like, we know all the same people, all the same stories, all the same shit, you know. But I'm gonna be honest, like that relationship didn't really build until probably like 4 years ago. You know, just being in the studio with GMK and Duke.
Yeah.
Duke did it.
Yeah.
I'm giving a lot of pubs.
It's okay. Once this airs, you could be like, hey, like.
No. It's all deserved. The names I'm gonna say.
Come on.
Deserved. Yeah. But go pick up her hoodies.
Facts.
They on fire.
I love the patchwork, the texture. Because that was really the first time I've really experienced patchwork on a hoodie, like up close, and got to really see it and like see the details. And
That's why we collabing with these right here.
ooh,
This
ooh,
is a Teak Punch Royce The Choice collaboration.
that's hard.
Yep.
Any future drop dates, or we'll wait when it comes
Soon.
soon?
By the time this drops, somebody will have it on.
I love to hear it.
Me.
He said me.
Me.
Yeah, I thought you said B.
No. No, T-Punch go fucking crazy. The colorways, everything. Oh, my Lord.
Shout out Teak.
Yeah.
You don't even know, like, she's a beast on the production, too.
Ooh.
I was just going to bring that up. Very, T-Punch definitely worked with a lot of artists.
Oh, yeah.
All the young ones, too.
Very tuned in.
How was it working with 10 Summers in your early career?
Oh, man, it was amazing. Like, amazing, just the experience in general.
Yeah.
You know, so many stories, so many people I got to meet, you know, just being a part of somebody else's, you know. I was honestly in awe, really,
Yeah.
like, that I had finally got there. I didn't wake up until, you know, the tail end of it. I was like, oh, shit. I'm a rap star. But, no, 10 Summers is amazing. Amazing, you know, just the minds behind it and the push.
It was really dope to see. Just as I said, doing the research, it looked like a good stamp. Like you had been working up to a point, and someone in the industry was like, "I see it," and just let you know you were on the right
I had
path.
always worked with Mustard since the first tape, so
That's amazing.
just even being just the whole experience, like, you know, coming from this place, like,
It could seem very far away sometimes.
Hell yeah.
It even watching it was the videos were from such a long time ago. It motivated me today just to see like that energy of just like, I did it. I I worked hard, I worked my ass off, and I'm on a stage where I deserve to be. And it was really dope to just see you on that stage it looked like for the first time to just get that notoriety of like, fuck, I've been working my ass off, and it's finally getting the cheers that from my friends and family. So it was really dope to see, and it really motivated me as a person.
Yeah, no, thank you, bro. Thank you. I mean, you know, that's what it was for, ultimately. You know, even for me to be able to look back at it and be like, okay, I know exactly where I need to be. You know, we're human. We forget.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, no, I'm blessed to have the journey that I done had, period. You know, it's so far to go. It's crazy. It's crazy. You ain't even seen 20% of it. You know, I'm just in that heating up phase.
That's very exciting because music is forever. People don't realize that like you can be you can do what you do forever. If you do what you love to do, you can do it forever.
Not only that, but people like timing out your story. People love, oh, he's at because they done seen you do all this shit before. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, he's at that's not how it goes. What you mean that's not how it goes? Like, are you stupid? That's life exactly how it's going. You know what I'm saying? Like, every move that I lost, I come back 10 times better. I mean, every time. You know, and that's what keeps me waking up. I'm not afraid of a loss.
I feel like all losses are just if you don't pick anything up from a loss, it's truly a loss. You know what I mean? If that setback, you can't adapt and like push forward from it and utilize it to your next step, it will always keep you down, and it will always be looked at as an L. And it's really dope.
It's whatever you need it for.
Very true.
If you're somebody that likes being down, likes blaming, needs a villain, then
it'll be there.
Loss is perfect for you. Because you already got your blanket, you already got your Band-Aid of how you gonna smooth over it.
That's powerful.
A loss is whatever you need it to be. Look at where somebody else took their shortcoming. We hear these stories over and over. It's the only real American story worth talking about, right?
Yeah.
So just listen to. Let's just pick Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? His story starts at him getting cut from a basketball team.
Facts.
And where he took it to is unimaginable that anybody would ever cut him on any team. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you narrate the story, not where somebody caught it at or is comfortable with it at.
Ooh. Damn, that was amazing.
He's dropping gems on the podcast all the time.
How has Seattle culture changed over your time being here and just moving throughout the city?
Less black.
That's so sick.
Damn.
Yeah.
Seattle's funny like that. They like to erase
not
shit
the-
over here.
It's not to say this is the blackest place that I've been to,
Yeah.
but community, the word, you know, like we just had an idea of it to being put in a position where that's not possible. You know, you got to drive 45 minutes to be a part of this shit now.
Facts.
Most.
Sometimes way farther. I
Or
would
be on low income housing or some shit. Or be paying a price that you got no business paying.
for a 1 bedroom.
And your parents and your grandparents to spent all that state tax, that land tax on this property in the South and the CD and the West for niggas to be moving to Tacoma in Federal Way.
And now they're pushing
No disrespect to those places. I'm just talking about like removing you from
where you're from. And they're pushing, and now
and expecting us to have pride in this shit. Like, I look to the left and the right, everything's gone.
Very true.
You know, underline that's just what I like putting in pieces out.
Yeah.
You know, like the commercial and shit.
Just to showcase what used to be and what can be.
This is just how we know it.
Yeah.
Again, this ain't everybody's story in this motherfucker. You know,
Yeah.
because Macklemore told you we thrift shop and all this shit. Like,
there's more layers to it.
There's more layers.
It's like, that's very, very true.
And that's not even deep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, it's just the imagery of when you think about this place, have this shit on your mind too. You know, niggas is doing the same shit they do in every other region.
We made Seattle dope, man. The fuck, we're hoopers. We're great artists. Everything going on in Washington, we made like I feel like the inner city truly carried the backs of like putting Seattle out there. Like you have these people.
It's always been like that. It's always been one of the greatest places you could come to in America.
Facts.
You just have to be in a certain mindset to really enjoy it. You know.
Yeah, Seattle has always been like a really good home to me. Like I feel foreign here because I don't have family here, but it's one of those places that when people tell me like there's a freeze and like I go years without getting to know anywhere. To me, I don't understand it because if you look outside and if you actually try to integrate yourself into Seattle, you'll find people from here, born here, that'll tell you the history, will tell you, oh, this used to be that. It's a very hard, I find it very hard to say there's not anything going on here, but sometimes there's that perception of it.
Yeah. The freeze it's real, but it's because people here are just a little bit like more, I don't want to say intelligent because that's not true, especially being from New York where I feel like, you know, intellectually it's a place that's like neck and neck. But I don't know, it's just like Seattle people are just a little bit more smart when it comes to that type of shit.
Yeah.
They're reacting the natural way that somebody would still pursue to be your friend but feel that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I call it that.
It is a freeze, but you know, you gotta ask yourself, you know, what would anybody? There's a. I don't know you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or this, and it's just a logical. Somebody would be thinking that, and will still be playing it close, shaking your hand, and being like, until they figure it out. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel like Seattle has they'll invite you to a party and just won't talk to you, or they'll watch you walk away, and then the moment you walk away, it's a roar of laughter or something of an exchange where they would like, hey, how you doing? Like, and show you a piece of them, but keep the part of their personality guarded to whoever they deem worthy, I guess.
It's loyal like that, you know. And I you know, I wish people were a little bit more, including myself, you know, outward with that. You know, there's some fucking crazy people here, like stars for real, crazy. But they'll just never allow themselves to open up in that way. Or like you said, only you and you is gonna
know. Yeah.
You know. My brother freestyled my fucking ear off. all day. You know?
Yeah.
Never, when it's time to go to the studio, he won't come.
Mm.
Bro, you're rapping over the volume is on loud. And you're still freestyling in my ear over this shit.
Now you got to hear these bars, though.
Shout out my brother Rolly. Sure.
Cool.
Come on, keep you on your toes.
Yeah, for real. No, for sure, that too. But, and because he could rap.
Yeah.
So he's just going to do that shit. But, you know, the shit got to make sense to me.
Yeah.
I got to be getting paid or making somebody day.
Mm. Is that how you approach?
Every day.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Somebody make you feel like shit for not, you know, somebody give you some energy like you just made my day. You guys ain't never been told that before? That don't feel different to you?
It does when I guess I try, or just when it's like a authentic experience.
What about when you don't?
I don't know if it's true. I don't, because I have a hard because we used to work
You
in
don't know
ice
if
cream.
what's true? If somebody tell you that?
Yeah, I have a hard perception of just if I do something that I don't deem kind, and you're just oh that made my day. I have a hard
Yeah, but what if it's just regular to you?
I don't know. I have a hard connecting to it. Maybe I'm
I'm saying, what if it's just regular everyday shit to you? You would have did this for a million people, but this person
so they made their day.
appreciates it enough to acknowledge you that way? Or do you think it's to open up for more manipulation or more other things?
I don't know. I think people say a lot of shit.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
That's just me. Because we used to work in ice cream.
But what you're saying is you never believed nobody.
Not
saying
never.
that they did.
Yeah, it's hard. It's just because of my life, literally my how my past is and all this shit. It's very hard for me sometimes to trust that's authentic unless it's someone I have a different rapport around, or some people show their face and some people really are genuinely walk around like themselves.
Yeah.
So when someone I can tell that is just walking around as someone not who they truly are, I don't find that as an authentic compliment, because I think it's them getting through their day and just making conversation. It's just oh, you made my day, but in reality, it's just fuck you. This was the worst service. So I have a bullshit radar. I guess
he must have worked customer service
a lot of customer service.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So
that was a customer service for sure.
Sometimes it's just shit you say, but sometimes you'll run across someone
I'm not talking about those times.
yeah.
I'm talking about the times in your life where you really made somebody's day.
That means I've done it a couple times and it's meant something, because those people cried and I was I felt. Yeah. I didn't know how to feel though. I usually just don't know the context.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Embrace it, man.
Yeah, I think it's a different feeling.
Yeah, me too. I
You
have to be thinking about Oprah get paid to make people day.
Mm-hmm.
Very true.
She's making your day for sure.
Yeah.
You kind of just blew my mind of how I think about life. Not a little bit.
Yeah,
that's kind of
for another podcast.
You know, that is. Thank you for that. Yeah.
All good.
You look like you got something on your chest.
Oh, I just
That
wanted man. Sometimes that tranquil just be beating our asses a little too much.
It's hard to get here.
Do you have any new projects on the way besides aesthetics? Are you working on anything
That's
new?
a good question. Yeah, I actually am. I'm hella excited. I'm not more excited of anything than getting aesthetics out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a huge milestone for me and my team. It's the first indie project since being, in this position.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's really big on establishment for me, because it's not the first. I mean, it's not the last. And I know with me, how I look at it is like I gotta regain people's trust. You know, sonically, with just not hearing me consistently for such a long amount of time. You know what I'm saying? You chew it up fast.
Yeah.
You know, because you think like, damn, is he gonna go back into, you know? So I'll say in 2021, those people will be very pleased.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I got some projects coming out. You know.
That's really exciting to hear. I think right now, at least just feeling wise, I think the music game out here, I won't say it like it's at its highest peak, but we're doing some great shit out here. Like,
No, I like it. I like inserting myself in it and being a part of it. You know, people can't see the vision. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what's your problem? Why would you leave Hollywood to come here?
That's where you from?
Because I built this.
yeah,
I helped create this shit. How could I not?
I had to
Part
go
of it.
spread
It's my
spread
origin.
the word.
You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, a lot of my homies and, you know, people that I look up to, you know, they was just always like, man, get back with GMK, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shout out GMK. That's my brother for life. Like, man, I damn near wish he was here. You know, so because he loves talking for an hour. But just the shit that we went through to get here.
Yeah.
You know, me, him, and Duke. It's crazy. You know, we done scrapped this project, rebuilt it, scrapped it, rebuilt it. You know, so this is the first time. I don't give a fuck if 2 people listen to it. I love this shit. I listen to it every day.
That's important.
I don't do that with my music. So I'm just, you know, I don't know how other artists rock, but like I don't be doing that shit.
Yeah.
You know, I be listening for what I'm not doing. You know.
Do you feel like
I listen to this motherfucker every day.
do you feel like this is a more complete version of you at this time in your life? Musically?
Not just this time. Yeah, this time for sure, but not just this time, but just over time. Filling a lot of gaps of like what's missing, who is this guy, you know, just shit like that.
Yeah.
I just felt a little bit more free to talk shit.
That's amazing. Is there do you feel like there's a rapper Royce versus like a creative Royce? Do you get into like a more of a rapper bag when you're on a run and you're releasing music and things like that, or are you just more authentically, or I guess true to just this is you always, you know what I mean?
Yeah. This is definitely me always.
Absolutely.
Like, can't shit change me. Can't shit change me. This is always, you know,
You.
what it's been. Up, down, you know.
Yeah.
You can't tell. You know. Yeah, I don't really feel like I gotta conform in my rapper bag. Like, don't get it fucked up. I love the ego that rap allows you to step into. I think it's necessary.
Yeah.
Men and women to feel superior about themselves, especially, you know, of color.
Yeah.
So it's a platform. It's not the only one, but it's a platform that allows that at a very high level. And I respect the culture and the craft way too much, you know, way too much. But yeah, I wanted to touch on the album a little bit more. Like,
Absolutely.
it's like 10 songs, and I think people gonna be proud of me when they hear it. Just hear the elevation. Like, okay, Royce. You know, like I'm cool with you you know, people want more, listening with that ear, because that happens a lot in this culture.
Yeah.
Where they just comb through it, you know. Like, all right, what's next? I know every word. I'm on Apple Music lyrics, you know. But I think, you know, for a second, people that really get to listen to it will be like, okay.
You see where they're taking it?
Yeah, I want to see what's going on, you know, because it's only the beginning.
That's how I felt when you dropped I Am. Because I met you right before it had dropped. And I was like, I was only familiar with you in just the space of Malcolm and just things like that. And then I got to listen to you sonically, and I was like, oh, this is Royce. And I got to just like experience how I would just call it flavor. I don't know how else to put it. It was just like, so it was such fun music, but it was so personified, especially with the Jimi Hendrix shot. It was just like, this is Seattle in all of its aspects. That's what it made me feel like. It was like, this is fun. We're outside experiencing things. But also like, we do artistry. We are musically inclined. We know what good music sound like, and that's where you really brought me to. And I was like, oh, now I'm invested, and now I'm curious. And during that time I was like, oh damn, there's only 2 songs I can go back and forth on Apple Music, and so it's really nice to know that there'll be more music come in.
Oh yeah. No, we're gonna change that. You know, the world's ran by playlists and shit. You know, so we're gonna get up there. We're gonna change that. But like I said, this project for me is more about establishment. You know, this is who I am. You know, the leading song. Just, you know, take it or fucking leave it, pal. For real. You know.
Are there any places that you once the world opens up and we're getting back in motion, are there any places you want to play internationally or nationally?
You are just hitting it right now. Yes, absolutely. Like, I want to be out of the country, man. Bad. You know, I do want to visit the hot spots and, you know, flirt with Corona a little bit. They're going crazy down there.
Just keep it as flirting though. You know,
not trying to fully engage with that. But yeah, I want to go to Europe. Definitely would love to go to Africa. Ooh. I would love to go to Japan. I'm just putting this out there in the universe. I'm not saying it like it can't happen, but if anybody wants to make this process smoother,
let them know.
Yeah, these are the 3.
Cool.
Hit my man right to the left of my boy Sky Shells.
We taking flights.
Make it happen. Make it happen.
Japan is also on my list. We had a flight. We were supposed to go before this, and Corona
I just
killed
want to
them.
go where the most people be at.
Ooh.
Everywhere I see over there, it's like a
Hella
lot of people.
It's active. I just want to see places. I think I've come to a point in my life where I'm like, and it's funny to say because every time I leave Washington, I think about Washington. Washington's always on my mind. I'm like thinking about home as soon as I leave, which is funny to say. So internationally would be really dope.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Get
the fuck up out of here, man. Don't believe nothing America tell you. They make those places seem scary for a reason.
Facts.
I want your money to stay here. You know, this world is way too fucking big
to just stay in one place.
You gotta get up out of here.
When
come back.
When you shot that cover art in Renton, what was it like just having? What there was
Skyway.
Oh, it was Skyway.
Yeah.
Ooh,
that was Skyway. Not Renton.
You know,
I know.
Brent Margay.
No, it's okay. I know it don't. It really don't matter in hindsight. It looked like
it kind of. It's like it matters. It matters. You know,
it matters to me.
That's what's important.
That's
you know,
Skyway.
Come on.
Me saying I grew up in Renton is a little different.
When it was that what kind? Was it like a McLaren? What kind of car did you have?
Oh yeah, that was a McLaren. Yeah.
What was that feeling like? Just being able to bring a McLaren to Sky? Because I've never seen a McLaren in person.
Okay.
So that has to, if you've never seen one, it has to be amazing. But like just to bring it somewhere that you're from and you grew up.
It's really energy for me. Like, can't no car, like, I am a McLaren. So it's like, I can't, like, can't no car make something better or worse for me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm doing that, it's for those reasons that you said. You know, I was like real shit, you know, I was like 9 years old up there just thinking, what if somebody brought a Ferrari or a Lamborghini through this motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? And it never happened. So, you know, it was like more so for a nigga 9 or younger, you know what I'm saying? Which a bunch of little kids, their moms came out, took pictures, you know, with me in front of it and shit, you know. So it's more so for that and capturing the essence of just bringing energy to places, just urban places and places of poverty.
That's powerful.
To me, that's like the epitome of rap. It's like merging those two worlds, you know. So, yeah, it was just imagery.
That's amazing. It's like fulfilling a childhood dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. I guess you just being what you wish, you know, you would have had to get you to the next level, you know.
Being on is a indie label or just a indie team? I don't.
Label.
Yeah.
It's by choice, not force.
Having that.
It's all there. You can count them.
Having that.
Me and my brothers, you know, we just decided to go in business for ourselves.
You brought me on to my questions. Having that that family team behind you and being able to know every level of what's going on and have it be more of your voice. How important is that to you as far as label wise?
Like I said, it's just hard coming from where we come from to even explain this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like the best, even if falling short, the best thing to do would be to build it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To explain it, you know. Because then that way, if somebody see your direction, they can decide, you know, if they want to help pull you this way or sway you like, hey, man, you know, you could do this another way. But the effort is what's sometimes missed. And, you know, I wanted my team to have full faith in me, knowing that I have full faith in them. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be no less than Royce The Choice is. So it's like, it's not a risk to me. You know what I'm saying? It's an act on faith. These are my people that I want to win with, you know.
That's fucking amazing.
I'll do however it comes.
That's very important if you're listening.
Oh, yeah.
You know, just to have that faith in the people that are surrounding you.
And I'm inspired by, you know, a lot of other people's stories that took this route and actually made it, you know. Like, I was in the studio with Dr. Dre daily, you know, and just being able to ask questions that I wanted to know the answers of. And one of the things that I'm the most curious about in his journey is picking up and leaving a dynasty, possibly the strongest rap dynasty ever, and creating another dynasty. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And starting out at the you know, lower phase, you know, and it's just like the level of belief you have to have, you know. Even seeing the fall of Nipsey Hussle, it's like, no, I'm not cool with what they giving all you guys. I'm gonna wait for what's really mine, you know. It's all in how you slice it, but belief got to be at the source of it. You got to believe in something.
Very, very true. Damn. What was if you don't mind me asking, what's the great? What's something Dr. Dre outside of the advice on the label that he gave you? Out of curiosity, because I've never met anyone who got to sit with the great Dr. Dre, and
yeah, well, it was a blessing. I feel like it was more so orchestrated by a family member that worked really close with him named Ty, and I'm not gonna act like it was a crazy, relationship or anything.
Absolutely,
like that. It was definitely more work related. I'm just me.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna ask whatever.
I feel the same way. Exactly.
But I mean, just the gems. Period. Just how you look at music. Just a real teacher. You can't help it because he did put so many years into this that him, like I said earlier, like when we was talking about making it a day.
Yeah.
Like it's easy for him to just say some shit that's just a regular conversation and be the most important shit I'd ever heard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it was just a blessing being in the studio with him. Yeah.
It's amazing. Thank you for sharing that.
No, for sure.
Absolutely.
Is it hard for you to reflect on the things you do because you live in the moment and like the work ethic builded that foundation for you?
Yeah. Yep. Thank you for asking that because, yeah, it's one of the things I struggle with the most. Like, I'm always about the next thing, And, like, I just bought a car. I just got a nice spot downtown, Like, my niggas have to remind me daily, like, nah, stay home until the studio, bro. Like, bask in it, bro. Like, you're a rapper. You're a successful rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, but my mind is just always on student mode, like always on what's the next task. I do often, skip out on some could be more amazing times.
Yeah.
Or just overall embracing what I've done. Like, you could look it up. It's probably the first time I ever done talked about some of these things on the camera.
Facts. It was when doing my research, I was like, there was that one interview and it's like 7 minutes long, and I was like, there's so many things that are about you that I feel like weren't asked or weren't allowed to be elaborated on at the time, just because rollouts and just industry things like that. And I'm glad you came on the Groovy Tapes to come and share a lot of those things. For sure. Like, because I feel like just being such a staple in this city, it's really nice to hear how you've been able to navigate and now set a foundation up for you to catapult yourself off of and your family off of. And I hope people really take note of what you've explained to them, how you've at every turn you've always turned it into, we're still gonna win. And having that mindset is very powerful, and it leads you to winning.
Man, that's not even a question. That's not even a thought. How, when you done did so much winning already?
Exactly.
It's like, no, that's never an issue. Like, we know what we destined for, and it's just, like I said, being humble enough to make the changes to get there. That's all you in control of. So yeah, me and mine's is pushing real hard. You're gonna see a lot of us this summer. You're gonna see a lot of us with some collabing with some of your favorite artists. Shit like that. Don't ask.
I saw something. I have like right. Okay, I'll save it for when we stop.
It's all coming.
Yeah,
it's all coming.
No, I love it.
I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, man. Aesthetics. April 16th, 2021.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
You already know.
Yes, sir.
Come on. I'm
I love the claps.
You want to take us out of here, my brother?
Yeah, man. This is KWJT. You've been grooving with the South. I've been chilling with Royce The Choice, Solana, The Fam, and Corey.